It's your boy Chizzle. Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Chizzle. I am back with another video. And in today's video, as y'all can see by the title, we will be reacting to 5 NBA mysteries we always wanted to know the answer to. But before we get into it, go ahead and smash that like button and that subscribe button. And while you at it, go ahead and hit the notification bell too. But you don't have to, because you took time out of your day to click on this video, and I appreciate it. Let's get into it.
I'm sure we can all agree, there's just something about a good mystery that is very enticing. They cause you to want to go search for the answer until you find it. And of course, the NBA has plenty of mysteries that are just waiting to be solved. So today, we just might go ahead and solve some
Carmelo Anthony!
If that sounds good to you, then stick around and enjoy the video.
Who is that dude?
Sounds good to you, then stick around and enjoy the video.
Who is that? I don't know. Is that Andre Drummond?
What do students in school, people at the office?
School is prison. I have to wake up at 6:15. Be at school by 7:30. Well, that was like when we actually had in-person school. Now, I haven't had school until like last time I was at school was May 19th. It was from 9 o'clock to 2:15. But in-person school, I had to wake up at 6:15, be there at 7:30, all the way to 4 o'clock. I gotta actually use the bathroom. I gotta eat when they tell me to. I gotta learn all this stuff that's not even relevant to real life. X times O over X divided by 4. That's not gonna help me pay my bills. All this stuff in school does not help me in the real world. The only thing I need from school is how to count, how to read, how to write. That's pretty much it. And how to socialize too. But you learn that because you're around other kids all day and other people. But other than that, kids in school are like prisoners, bro. I do not like school whatsoever.
Players on the b-ball court and gamers all have in common, they've all yelled
Kobe!
Kobe! Kobe!
Kobe! Kobe! Kobe!
Whether it's throwing a crumpled up piece of paper in the trash can, releasing a
that's trash ball at school. You know, when the teacher go out to get some papers real quick for about 5 minutes, there's no teacher in the room. Y'all already know. The second the teacher leaves the room, the whole class is turned running around the classroom playing football, paper ball, doing beats, everything, bro.
A shot during a pickup game, or while chucking a grenade in your favorite
Kobe
video game.
Yes, sir.
We've all channeled our inner Kobe as we did something that involved accuracy.
When the world just started filming themselves and being like, Kobe! Like, did it blow your mind how big that got?
Yeah, it did. It did.
That must be crazy for you. Like, I can't imagine seeing little kids scream Max when they shoot it.
It's funny, man. It's a good feeling to have that you influence the game like that, even when you're shooting in trash cans. I mean, I try to do it too, and I try to yell Kobe when I shoot in a trash can, but it doesn't really work.
Depending on your age, you might have yelled Jordan if you happen to be on the older side, or even Curry if you're on the younger side.
Yes, sir! Curry! Yes, sir! Chef Curry. Right there on my wall. I wake up and see him every morning, bro. Wake up. First thing I see is Curry on my wall, man. Look at Curry, man. So inspirational.
But by and large, yelling Kobe out loud was the phrase to use. It's pretty obvious why people yell Kobe after shooting something, but have you ever wondered where it originated? Okay, probably not, but I'ma tell you anyways. Alright, so believe it or not, some say that Dave Chappelle actually started it. Let's go all the way back to 2003, when Season 1, Episode 12 aired. And in that episode, Chappelle did a skit explaining how to pay homage to certain players.
You're under arrest. Rasheed Wallace. Spreewell.
Paul Pierce. Yo, what is happening, bro?
So this begs the question, was this the very first time somebody used the famous Kobe phrase?
Kobe!
Well,
I hate hooping on rims with no net. It is so hard to indicate how the net tells you where the hoop is, and it lets you know how much power to put in your shot.
There's no way to know for sure, but I will say this. That episode definitely gave it a boost in pop culture. After that, people really started using it. It's also been said that people used to use the phrase as far back as 1999.
In 1999, bro. What? 1999. My parents were still children.
In the game Counter-Strike. That's pretty crazy considering how long ago that was. All in all, although there may not be a concrete source to point to, I still think it's interesting to think about where it possibly originated from. I'm sure I'm not the only one kinda confused about Andre Drummond's nickname, the Big Penguin. It's probably the most bizarre nickname.
His nose is kinda built like he has a very strong nose.
In the game today.
Andre Drummond, Andre the Giant, or as he's referred to.
Is it just me, bro? Or dude, this man look like LeBron James, bro? This man look like LeBron James, bro. Look at it. Both dark skin. They both have a very strong neck. It's like LeBron James, but without a beard.
The Big Penguin. That's his nickname, right?
Yeah.
And they have the same smile too.
When I first heard it, I was like, why did he choose to go with that? Well, actually, he didn't choose it. In fact, he says he has no idea where the nickname came from.
Listen, man, I don't know where that came from. Bron came up to me one day and said, yo, is your nickname Big Penguin? I said, man, I don't know where that came from or how it started or who came up with the name. All I know is somebody must have found out that penguins are one of my favorite animals, and it kind of just, I guess, put two and two together.
He claims to not know how he got that name, but that just doesn't add up. He was clearly not telling the truth, and
stop the cap right now, stop the cap.
Here's why. Back in 2012, which was his rookie year, Drummond sat down with Greg Monroe for an interview, and perhaps
I'm about to get on this man's head, bro. This man has the perfect oval head. He has a titty coming out of his head. He has a bump out of his head. He has an irregular head.
This is when and where the Big Penguin was born.
Top three favorite movies of all time. You probably gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
The quality so terrible. This is 144p.
My number one probably be March of the Penguins, and then Happy Feet 1 and 2. I'm guessing you love penguins. My favorite animal is penguins. No, obviously my favorite animal is a moose, so maybe we start calling the Big Penguin.
So boom, it looks like we solved the mystery of the nickname's origin. Even though Andre Drummond...
Why does he put all this mysterious, evil music behind it? Like, I get scared very easily, bro. I get scared very, very, very easily, bro. Putting this music behind it is raising my blood pressure.
For some reason, seems to have forgotten all about that. Not too long ago, like I would say early 2020, Colin Sexton of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Bro, I remember in like November, it was like November, December. Colin Sexton was destroying the Nets. I remember he played the Nets like 3 times within like 2 weeks. And I think he scored like over 40 points all 3 times. And destroyed the Nets. Y'all got beat by Cleveland 3 times straight.
Cavaliers was catching some eyes,
and that was when they had James Harden too. Either they had just got him, or it was right before.
Not for his play on the court.
But still, y'all had KD and Kyrie if y'all didn't.
People started to notice something strange about his face, which caused many to hop on social media to ask about what was possibly going on.
Yo, exactly. Like, this man has... That's not acne, bro. Like, that is not acne, bro. does he have herpes, bro? Or an STD? Because you should not have that many bumps on your face. Especially if you're a grown man. You should be done with puberty, right? And I understand some people do still have acne, but that is not acne, bro.
And they immediately jumped to conclusions. They accused the man of bleaching his skin. You know, just like Sammy Sosa did. I mean, just look at this before and after picture. There was definitely a drastic change.
Yes, it is. Or, who knows? He could be wearing a mask. Like, you know how I reacted to that video saying that, whatchamacallit? Saying that they wear masks, these celebrities wear masks and stuff. Who knows? He could be wearing a mask. These could be two completely different people for all I know. These could be two different completely people wearing a mask. And this before thing, bro, he has way too many bumps on his face.
Of some sort, and it looked like it was only happening to his face and didn't match the rest of his body, which meant there was probably a simpler explanation. Some say that it was apparently related to an acne treatment he was using, and that there was no reason why people should be freaking out at all.
Yes, like I said, he did have a lot of acne, bro. I don't think that was acne. That's something, bro. You got bumps everywhere on your face. But I get it. It could be acne. Who knows? That really could be acne. He could have very, very, very bad acne. You know? Or it could be somebody else. Or who knows? Who knows?
It was just temporary. Regardless, it seemed to have zero effect on his play because he actually played great during that particular stretch, even though there was something definitely being done to alter his skin tone. For many years, there was this legendary rumor going around that Dikembe Mutombo would walk into nightclubs and simply shout, "Who wants to sex Mutombo?" as a pickup line.
You are the most nastiest man of all time, bro. You are just disgusting, bro.
To get girls. And eventually, the phrase took on a life of its own and became somewhat of a meme. The rumor.
And if they did, y'all females are something else. If y'all really did, y'all females are something else.
Never stopped following Mutombo, so he had to put this to an end once and for all when he made an appearance on the show Highly Questionable back in 2014.
Is it true that Dikembe Mutombo used to walk in his heyday, in the glory days of his life, used to walk into a nightclub? You know what I'm gonna ask too. Used to walk into a place and say,
"Don't believe on that crack. I know where you're going with that. I know
go there.
Where you're going.
Keep going. Keep
Well,
going.
let me tell you. Let me give you something.
That's
I
not
always
true.
ask everybody who came up with that.
Oh, it's so disappointing.
Dikembe straight up denied it, so we had no choice but to take his word for it. But not so fast. That didn't stop them from asking,
that man kind of looks like Kobe right here a little bit.
One more time when Dikembe's former Georgetown teammate Alonzo Mourning made an appearance on the show a short time later, and his answer was a lot different.
Who wants to sex Mutombo?
You've heard it. You've heard it, haven't you?
Is the story true? We need to know if the story is true.
You've heard it before.
That's a confirmation.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. That was his pickup line, yeah. And it worked. It worked, too.
Now, of course it makes sense for Mutombo to deny it. I mean, that's what you would expect to hear from him. But for Alonzo Mourning, he had nothing to gain or lose from this at all. So that's why I choose to believe him. He had no hesitation confirming it. Back in October of 2017, the Oklahoma City Thunder were headed to their next game, and as usual, experienced some turbulence here and there throughout the flight. But when they landed, they were left with a shocking surprise. They noticed there was a huge dent in the nose of the plane, and pondered about what possibly could have caused this. It was said that it was likely a bird that caused the damage, which are known to collide.
I could see it because a plane could be going fast, so I could see how it would be a bird, because if a plane is going really fast and it hits a bird, I could see it.
With aircrafts, but others say that it was no bird at all, because most birds aren't even capable of flying that high.
Delta is saying that a bird is what caused this damage on the descent. I don't believe them, Jalen Rose. There's only one explanation for this. This proves that UFOs exist, does it not?
At the end of the day, they obviously hit something in the sky.
Yeah, I think it has to be a UFO. Really, because, like, he's right. Birds, I mean, I don't think they will fly that high. I don't think they will fly that high. They will fly, like, over trees and stuff, but I don't think they will fly that high. And a bird is very, 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 very light. And I get if a plane is going fast and it puts, like, a lot of impact into it, but it should not have a whole dent, especially if it's metal. Especially if that plane is metal or whatever that is, that should not be that big of a dent.
But I guess we'll never know, as this mystery will remain unsolved.
Well, y'all heard it, man. It's crazy, but if y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button and that subscribe button. If you have watched this video all the way through, thank you very much. And go check out my previous videos. One of them should be on the screen right now above me. It's your boy Chizzle. Kids, don't do drugs.